Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Lump Dog, your favorite fantasy football commissioner's favorite fantasy football commissioner. And I'm back with another PPH video commissioner message, week number 10 of the 2023 season. Here we are, y'all. Trading deadline. It is here. It is this week. We got 4 games left to play. You got to get your lineups all set for the stretch run because, as you can see here in the standings, everybody is bunched up. There's only 2 games before to play between the last place team and the first place team. Those points scored are really going to start coming into play here. Really going to separate the men from the boys with 4 games left to play. So, man, things are really starting to get down to the nitty-gritty here in the fantasy season, especially in PPH, because we just got a lot of teams just kind of stuck in the middle. It's really crazy. So, heck of a season, man. Heck of a season. All right, real quick, what I wanted to touch on real quick before I get into the scores is that just want to let you guys know that if there's a scoring correction that needs to happen, wait till like Tuesday to bring it up to me because there's updates overnight. CBS does. They do stat corrections and stuff. So if you notice like a sack hasn't been recorded or an interception or some guy got 120 yards and it's only showing 115 or 111, whatever it might be, just give it overnight, man. And if it's not showing up on Tuesday, you can let me know. I'm not going to make any updated. I don't manually adjust any scoring except for adding the 23-point bonus. I will always email CBS first to see why it wasn't updated automatically before I make any type of changes. But just be aware that there are like items that there are scores that get updated overnight. Like it was Cone and Duck were busting my balls thinking that I was adding points because they on Sunday night it showed I had 147, and then on Monday it showed I had 150, and that was because of a blocked extra point wasn't scored to the Steelers defense until the overnight stat correction. So just a good rule of thumb that if you do see a something missing or something wrong with your score, just give it till overnight to update. And if it doesn't update overnight, then you can go ahead and let me know, and I'll dig into it further. But yeah, just give it to that overnight, especially Sunday. That's mainly where it is, Sunday night games. So just be aware of that. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into last week's games. So let's go ahead and get into the fantasy tracker. Let's go ahead and get into week 10, and let's start from right to left. So in the first game, we had the haters take out Just My Luck, 116.7 and 95.4. Joshua Dobbs coming through with 43.2, 10.7 from Jacobs, 30.5 from Allen, 15.6 from Najee Harris, and that was that. I'm not sure why he left the 49ers defense on the bench against the Jacksonville Jaguars, but and Jerome Ford as well. But you know what? That is his decision to make, and they weren't good ones. So I can see maybe why Jerome Ford and then Ayuk too, man, leaving him on the bench. I mean, dude, you just anti-Niner. I try to make a trade for you, but don't want to trade him, huh? All right, that's cool. Anyway, worked out for him anyway. Got a 116.7 win. Improves to 5-5 for the haters. Just My Luck, just getting brutally handled since he called into Cone's corner and has been losing ever since. So it's the Cone's corner curse. Kyler Murray, though, coming back for his first game of the year, showing up big time with 31.2 points, 19.6 from David Montgomery. All that mainly came from one run and for a 75-yard touchdown run. So good shit right there. But if that don't happen, he doesn't have a very great day. 19.3 from Prater and 11 from the Bucs defense was enough to get the L and fall to 6-4 with 95.4. In the next game, we got Spiced Up taking the L to Irresistible Force, 101.9 to 158.7. Irresistible Force, everyone should know, they have won the last 2 out of 3 weeklies. They won over $500 in cash prizes in the last 3 weeks, so congratulations to them. Flutie must be very proud of them as well. 69.1 points from Prescott. Again, as I always say, when I see these huge scores out of a quarterback, our quarterback scoring is ridiculous. It devalues the touchdown and just makes it so yards are just as important as a touchdown. I mean, in football, you can go up and down on the field all day, but if you don't get it into the end zone and you're kicking field goals, you shouldn't be rewarded so handsomely. But not in the PPH. I'm just one vote. I'm one vote. I'm on my soapbox though. I'm one vote. It's just nothing I like. I think that we can find a happy. I think the 1 for 15 was the happy medium right there. 15 yards. It gave the quarterback still some sort of power, but they weren't overpowered as much. But anyway, again, on one vote, that's the rules we play with. So 69.1 points is what Irresistible Force got. 11.5 from Kamara, 17 from Javonte Williams. That Prescott and Javonte Williams trade really paying off for Irresistible Force these last few weeks. 18.2 from Noah Brown, 22.9 from Myers. That's really what set him over the edge there with the weekly. You get over 20 points from your kicker. Not enough from Spiced Up. Goff with 45.3, 12.6 from Hopkins, and 13 from the Cowboys defense. Wasn't enough to get it done. Falls to 5-5. Irresistible Force improves to 5-5. And the next game, we got the basket of deplorables in a close one, taking out the Boogaloo Boys 98.5 to 96.1. Tyler Heineke with 14.9 for basket of deplorables. Joe Mixon with 10.6, 22.7 from Brian Robinson, and 21 from the Browns defense. Got him that close win. 98.5 improves to 6-4, back in first place. Boogaloo Boys takes a hard L. Lamar Jackson with 26.4, 10.2 from Ramondre Stevenson, 20.4 from Hawkinson, 18 from Jalen Warren, and gets that slow 2.4 point loss, mainly because Stephon Diggs only got 34 yards. Need a little bit more to get that dub. Little Paulie falls to 5-5. All right, in the next game here, if I can find my mouse, it is going to be Gators taking the L to Mollywops, 128.8 to 107.7. Mollywops, Josh Allen with 24 points. Not a very good game, but it was enough to get him the dub. Kenneth Walker with 19.7. Real funny to me, man. Real funny. I didn't hear anything this weekend about the trade that Mollywops pulled off for Kennewan. He didn't hear anything about him getting boozled. I didn't hear anything about Lump's horrible trade advice on that one, or Lump owes a Brit an apology for that trade advice. Nothing like that. It's funny how that works. It's really weird how on the weeks that it works out for the Mollywops, real quiet about it, but when it doesn't, he wants to bring up old, 3-4 week stale trade analysis. Funny how that works. That's just things that make you go, Just real funny how that works. But moving along, as you can see here, Mollywops was real close to getting a couple of some big bonus points here. 0.5 away with a 23.5 from St. Brown. Amron, the Sun God, if he would have just gotten 5 last yards, he would have gotten the 23-point bonus from that. Got 23.2 from Gibbs, 2 more yards, 2 less yards. We got 23 from that. So real close to some big bonus points, but couldn't get it done. Kincaid with 11.1 and then 12 from the Jets defense was enough to get him the dub. Improves him to 5-5. West Point Gators, Jordan Love with 36 points. Austin Eckler with 17.5 and 16 from the Colts defense. Wasn't enough to get that done. Takes the L and falls to 5-5. And the next game we got Patty's Playboys taking out Brewdogs 119.8 to 65.9. That 65.9 is going to start hurting here because as you can see, everyone is bunched up in the PPH, and those tiebreaker points are really going to come into play here in the next 4 weeks. So hopefully those are the end of the 65, 70, 80 points for weeks for the Brewdogs. Derek Carr lost him mid-game there. So that definitely hurt and resulted in only that 12 points for a score. 29.5 from CeeDee Lamb. Man, since he made that trade, CeeDee Lamb has been on a tear. So been really working out, but they couldn't get the dub out of it. So no one else on his team showed up. So takes the L, falls to 6-4 in a tie with first place. Patty's Playboys, Joe Burrow, is he finally off the Brock Purdy train and going with his the fourth pick in the first round now? I'm not sure. Patty's done crazier things, but working out for him right now. Got that 42.7 from Burrow, 15.8 from Rachaad White. Man, he's been putting up some good numbers the last few weeks, so congrats on that. Deebo Samuel with 11.9, 21.3 from Mike Evans, and then the big zero out of the defense could have put you in some weekly talk if you gotten the big score out of that. But Irresistible Force put up too big of a score, so it wasn't going to happen. But gets the dub, keeps himself in the mix at 4-6. So let's go on to the next game. No Way Jose taking out a 289ers in a close one, 106.8 to 102.7. Baker Mayfield again with 38 points. Jonathan Taylor with 13.5. 12.7 from Tyler Boyd. 12.4 from Patterson was enough to get her done with a 106.8 win. Proves to 4-6. 289ers. That's a tough loss, man. Losing to No Way Jose. I did it last week, so that's 2 in a row for Jose. He's making his move, y'all. He's making his move. Getting hot. Russell Wilson with 34.3. Mahomes was on a bye, so he had to start Russell Wilson for that. 15.2 from Foreman, and then 20 from the Ravens defense. Not much else going on. A squad came close, but no cigar with 102.7. Falls to 4-6. And in the last game, we got the Cavern Crushers losing to Mr. Sweet Spot, 117.8 to 150.1. Justin Herbert with 54.8. Again, too high of a score, too many yards, too many points for passing yards. Should just be more about the touchdowns, but I'll take it anyway. Bijan, that's the one I'm happy about, man. The usage was up. Arthur Smith finally seems to have pulled his head out of his ass and said, hey, you know what? Hey, we drafted this guy with the 7th pick in the first round. Maybe we should start giving him the bulk of the carries. Using him. He's a playmaker. Hopefully that keeps up, because that was a good sight to see. Hopefully, that's what I said all season. They just didn't use him. Wasn't like Bijan sucked. They just didn't use him. If they used him, he produces. They used him, he produced. Keep it up. Christian McCaffrey made the big trade. Didn't get the big score, but got decent with 14.2. Actually, if you go back and look at Irresistible Force here, everyone was giving them shit for trading away McCaffrey. If we want to be like the Mollywops and King Crab, Z here, we can analyze it a week later and go, hey, look, Kamara got 11.5 and Kirk got 8.4. So what? They got 20 points out of those guys, and I only got 14 out of McCaffrey. They win the trade. Zach owes Mollywops owes Irresistible Force a heartfelt and sincere apology with his bad trade advice. That we're going to play that game. So there we go. That's how idiotic some of y'all sound, especially you, Z, when you start analyzing trades 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks down the line, saying that I owe people apologies for my trade advice at the time of the trade. All right, but anyway, 14.2 for McCaffrey, so he produces. That's a bad game for McCaffrey too, so that shows you how valuable he is. Anyway, Tank Dell with 12.9, 15.4 from Olave. The thing that scares me about Olave was that most of that seemed to be when Jameis Winston came in. So Derek Carr does not like throwing to Olave, but Jameis Winston does, and I hope they can just make the change to Winston, but I don't think it's going to happen. Guyton with 10.1. I was kind of happy that I was struggling with this between him and Romeo Dobbs. Sunday morning, I went with Guyton just because he was the vet, and I knew they were going to start getting him more involved since he came off the IR, so I put him in, got the paid off, 10.1. 11.1 from McPherson, and then 11 from the Steelers D, and got a 150.1. Sam Howell for Cavern Crushers with 47.9, 10 from Cook. How's that trade working out? Cook for Walker. I didn't hear no Britt Mosul. Didn't hear no bad trade advice. Why? Does it work? It worked out for the Mollywops, and that's why he's quiet about it. So Jamar Chase with 20.4, 19.6 from Kittle, and that was that on that game. Cavern Crushers falls to 5-5. I improved to 5-5. All right, well, there you go. There's the commission message for this week. Again, trading deadline. All Bengals Ravens need to be traded by tomorrow. If not, if they can't be included in trade, they will be denied. You'll have to keep them out of your trade if you have anyone else you're offering trades for Sunday. So if you have any Ravens or Bengals, you got to get those trades off by tomorrow, or else they are no longer trade eligible. And then again, just another PSA. If you see a wrong score or something not scored correctly in your fantasy score, just give it a night, give it one day until Monday morning if it was a Sunday game, or Tuesday if it was a Monday game. See if it updates correctly automatically. If not, then you can go ahead, hit me up, and I'll start the investigation. I'll open an investigative ticket with the league office. All right. All right, so I hope you all enjoy Cone's Corner, and I will see you all next week. Peace.
I'm going to go with the 289ers for dogs, yes.
Brew Dogs for the win.
Molly Whoppers.
Taking the Mollywops.
Boogaloo Boys, I believe they're going to win this one.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to go with the Cock Cabin Crushers.
Spiced up at Irresistible Force.
It's always going to be Irresistible Force.
Yeah, I got it.
Haters.
Haters.
Haters are going to... Hello and welcome to Cone's Corner. It's a Pete's episode once again. Pete's 2, I call it. And we're going to go ahead and jump into the viral viewer questions. Let's go with the viral viewer questions.
Okay, before we get into that, Cone,
Yeah.
everyone in the league and the viral viewers should know the last 2 out of 3 weeks, Cone, the Irresistible Force,
Cone Brennan.
not just Cone, Cone and Brennan, Cone and Duck, the Irresistible Force franchise, which you are part of, have won 2 out of the last 3 weeklies. So how you feeling about that?
I'm feeling excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That you've won over $500 in weekly prizes in the last 3 weeks.
I haven't been keeping track, but that's
I have,
awesome.
and I'm telling you, you've won over $500.
Well,
you and Duck.
Feeling,
now you guys will split it, but I'm just saying that the franchise has pulled in after big trades, strategic, well thought out trades. Mm-hmm. You guys have turned it around and won 2 out of the last 3 weeklies. And like, how's that making you feel?
Excellent. I'm
Have you told your family?
Yes.
You have?
Yes, they are very aware.
Or how do they feel for you?
They feel very good.
The boys like walking around with a little pep in their step at them? My dad, PPH weekly winner.
They could care less.
No, they could care less. Damn it. Stupid kids. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into these viral viewer questions. These are comments made on the YouTube of Commish message with Cone's Corner. I don't know, have you noticed that I've done that for you lately? Where I've renamed it on YouTube as not just Commish message, but Commish message with Cone's Corner.
Cone's Corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
wonderful.
Yeah.
Are we seeing more viral viewers?
Yes. Yeah, we're getting comments here. That's why I wanted to read these off to you because then it's not just emails, but actually comments made on the video on YouTube. Okay. So first one here, this viral viewer would like to know, Ted Lasso, yay or nay? Is Ted Lasso a show that you like or don't like? Do you watch it? Do you care about it?
I don't watch it. No.
Have you heard of it?
No.
No, not even heard of it?
Nope.
No clue about Ted Lasso?
Nope.
Okay, it's a show on Apple TV.
Okay.
You might want to check it out. Your viral viewers are asking you about it, so maybe when you have some free time, you can check it out.
I will do that.
Okay. This viral viewer just wanted to let you know you did an outstanding performance from last week's Cone's Corner and the Are You Smarter Than Cone? Getting 11 questions right. They just wanted to say congratulations.
Well, thank you.
That was an outstanding performance. Okay, here's a hard-hitting question from another viral viewer here on the comments on YouTube. What does Cone think about the electric vehicle market?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Nope.
What don't you like about it?
I don't like it. I don't think it's as wave of the future as it was once. But I don't feel like it's gonna work.
Do you just not like electric vehicles?
It's part of it.
Okay, part of it. You just don't like electric vehicles. You want to stick with the...
I mean, I'm cool with driving in an electric vehicle.
Yeah.
I don't want to drive an electric vehicle.
Okay. What do you think about the market, though, as this viral viewer had asked you about the actual market around it?
I don't think it's a... I don't think it's a
viable market.
I don't,
Okay.
well, it's a lot of people yourself, I think, would disagree with me, but
doesn't matter whether I disagree. It's what Cone. What does
yeah.
Cone think about the electric vehicle
I
market?
don't like it.
Okay. You don't like it. Cool. All right, and then last but not least, this I think this comes from the question a couple weeks ago when someone was asking how do you switch from a normal toilet to a bidet,
Yeah.
and this person would like to know how would Cone tackle cleaning a toilet full of turds? How would you do that? How would you tackle it? What would be the first thing you do? I guess. I mean, this is what.
One.
Yeah. How would you tackle it? How would you go about it?
You use gloves.
You put gloves on first, okay?
Step 2.
Okay.
Probably just go on in, clean it up. I mean, it's a flushable toilet, I believe, right?
Doesn't say. It just says how would you tackle cleaning a toilet full of turds?
That's basically how you do it. You flush.
Put on gloves and fix it.
And flush the toilet.
And flush it.
And clean the toilet. Yes.
And what I mean, I know they didn't ask this,
I would
but
use whatever chemical, whatever.
Yeah, is there a specific one that you like better?
Yeah, I would use probably.
It's like a Clorox bleach you like
If
better.
If I was at home, I'd use vinegar.
Scrubbing bubbles.
Vinegar.
Oh,
and,
natural.
Yeah,
okay.
natural. I'm natural, dude.
Natural, just straight up vinegar in the toilet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do what I'm told at work.
Gotcha. No, I hear you. But do you have a recommendation though on what is the best? Because this person's asking how you tackle it, but like a better cleaning. You said vinegar, but is there like a better cleaning material, like a Clorox, scrubbing bubbles?
No, I would use vinegar.
Vinegar, just straight up vinegar. Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go.
And and if I had some scrub to do, I would use baking soda.
Baking soda.
That, yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed your viral viewer questions.
I really did. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for leaving those comments.
I didn't get any names, though, with the viral viewers.
Well, these ones are weird because when they leave the comment, it's their YouTube.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like their YouTube. So this one's like BS6648. This one's LTS7493. Like, yeah, so it's hard to say who it was. It's just their screen name on YouTube. So.
Well, I appreciate all the viral viewers.
Yes, thank you. And please keep sending them in. As you can see, Cone does enjoy the interaction from the viral viewers.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into this week's matchups. All right, so in the first matchup of the week, we have West Point Gators at No Way Jose.
I like West Point Gators.
West Point Gators.
Yes.
Okay. All right, next one goes Brewdogs at Haters. Haters are at home. They're a tough team at home.
I like Haters.
Haters at home. Okay. Next one. This is a big matchup here. The Mollywops at the Boogaloo Boys.
I'm going to go with the Boogaloo Boys.
Okay. Any thoughts behind the Boogaloo Boys losing 3 in a row?
I think it's their time. I think they're coming up.
Oh, you think they're okay? You think the losing streak's over and they're coming up? Okay, cool. All right, next one is the Basket of Deplorables at. I don't even know why I asked this. Irresistible Force.
Yeah.
It's always this. It's always.
It's Irresistible Force.
Okay. One little tidbit about this game that you should probably know is that Tommy, our reigning champ, won his first game. He then lost his next 4. And now he's won his last 5 in a row. Mm-hmm. And he's in first place now.
I've seen that. Yeah.
And now you're going to take them out. It's going to have to be that way, I guess. Tommy, prep your suckhole. Irresistible Force is coming for you this week. All right. Next matchup, we have the Cock Cavern Crushers at the 289ers. Mr. Backseat himself.
I'm going to go with the Cock Cavern Crushers.
Okay, Cock Cavern Crushers. All right, next matchup we have the Patty's Playboys at Spiced Up. Do you know who those owners are?
Spiced Up.
Okay, and you know who those owners are?
Yes,
Okay. All right, and last but not least, it's Just My Luck. You know who that is? Okay. At Mr. Sweet Spot. You know who that is?
No, don't. Okay. Who's Mr. Sweet Spot?
Suckiest team in the league, bro.
Hey, I'm going to go with Mr. Sweet Spot on that one.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, that's this week's matchups. That was Viral Viewers Questions. Last week's matchup. All right.
Hey, you know, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode
right ahead,
up.
go for it, bro.
And I'm going to say thank you for tuning into Cohen's Corner. I appreciate you. The Viral Viewers, like and subscribe, please, to our...
keep those questions coming.
Keep those questions coming. Appreciate you. Peace.